Hi, and welcome to Random Fact of the Day. Today's random fact is 3 words with different original meanings. To start off, let's talk about tip. Now, if you say, I'm going to tip my server, that probably means you're going to give him some gratuity for the proper amount of service that he gave you during dinner. Be it good or bad, you're going to give him somewhere between 10 and 20% of what your bill was. 20 if he was outstanding, 15 if he was iffy, and 10 if he was just a lousy server. But if you travel back to, say, about 17th century England or even 18th century England, to tip meant you were going to pay off some thug to not beat the crap out of you. It had a similar meaning to bribe, which leads us into our next word, which is punk. Now, when I say punk, you probably think that guy with a pink mohawk and the octopus tattoo on his arm. But no. As early as the 1960s, the word punk was a term an inmate used to call his little bitch. So if you were a punk, you got butt raped on a daily basis in prison. I guess it's not much different than what's going on now, but to each his own. The word punk received its current meaning when, somewhere in the 1980s, 1970s, a music critic used the term to describe a kind of music, how it raped his ears. Well, I guess the term stuck, so now we have punk music. And finally, we have the word geek. Now, a geek is generally someone who is kind of a social outcast and likes to play Dungeons and Dragons in his free time. You know, me. But a geek used to be the lowest life form in a carnival environment. If you went to a geek show, you generally saw someone who would bite the heads off rats and eat them raw. It was generally disgusting. The other carnival performers pretty much ignored them completely and walked away and didn't want anything to do with them. So a geek was something that you didn't want to be. But many people often would take a geek job at a carnival because they had no other profession or nothing else to support them by. Geeks were so low on the carnival totem pole that no one wanted to socialize with them. Well, I guess maybe that word hasn't changed too much. Now, that's all we have for Random Facts of the Day today. You can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/AIFProductions. Join our Facebook group at facebook.com/AIFProductions. Or visit our website for more funny videos, AIFProductions.com.